Hi, it's Mark Owen from Moose Marketing and PR, the editor of Punchline magazine. Welcome to Punchline Talks. Today I'm joined by David Orme, the MD, Managing Director, Proprietor, Owner, Bottle Top Washer, you name it, he does it for The Find in Cheltenham. David, thanks for joining Punchline Talks today.
Hello, good morning. Thanks a lot.
How did you find that? Well, where did you get the name The Find from, and how long have you been operating there in Cheltenham on Regent Street?
We've opened in late 17, so we've been here sort of 3.5, coming up for 4 years now. The name, we had some help from Tash Wilmore at Culpepper & Co, who helped us with our branding, and I have to confess, the name was her idea based on what I said I wanted, and I said that I was really keen to have something that had a sense of place, had personality, a sense of discovery, somewhere where we were just you were going to find things that you wouldn't find elsewhere. So the risk of sounding a little bit full of ourselves, we thought The Find really summed up what we wanted it to be.
Now, you haven't always been a restaurateur or, a cafe owner. You used to be something, wasn't it, accountant or something beforehand?
Yeah, I started out, I'm a chartered accountant. I've worked in the city and in banking, but I've had lots of careers. I was a sort of stay-at-home dad with my young daughters. I've trained in horticulture and garden design, so I had a spell as a landscape designer, but always had a passion about food, drink, about people, socializing. So having sadly lost my wife to pancreatic cancer about nearly 9 years ago now, I moved back to Cheltenham, where I grew up with my young daughters. Has sort of thrown myself into a new life that, it ties in all the things that I love about the world.
I mean, it does look absolutely great. And I've been to your place a number of times. The food is always fantastic. Before the pandemic, what was your sort of turnover? And then what did it become, basically? And how did you survive?
Yeah, I mean, we've been growing gradually, fairly quickly, maybe 20-25% a year. So we were sort of, I think, at 620,000 before the turnover. But, even in the months before, we were 25% up on the year before. So we had great hopes. But obviously the pandemic completely pulled the rug out from under our feet. We've come back. And, in retrospect now, it's been a real interesting experience because we've reevaluated what we've done, what we add value, what doesn't add value. So although I wouldn't have wished it on us or anyone, I do feel now we're in a strong position to move forward, and that, like any hard lesson in life, there are, positives to be learned from it.
I mean, I have heard that you also do sort of coffee days. I spoke to somebody and they were saying you're quite famous for your coffee tasting events. Is that right?
Well, we're very passionate about coffee. We use a fabulous local roaster, Peter James, James Gourmet Coffee in Ross-on-Wye. And we'll do masterclasses. Depends what customers want. We tend to run them in the evenings because the cafe is pretty busy during the day and we're open 7 days a week. But yeah, absolutely. We love to share coffee, share knowledge, share time. So if anyone would like to come in and learn a bit about coffee and play on our machinery, absolutely.
Now, you're a member of the Turf group, and I've heard of some fantastic things, and I've been interviewing a number of the members. Yeah. What has Turf meant for you over this period?
Well, initially, it meant practical support and I think moral support. It's very tough being an independent owned business, particularly over the last year. And so to have people who are in a similar situation, we're sharing knowledge around all of the legal sides, furlough, the health and safety. We've shared equipment, we've helped out with staff, supplies, but now also marketing, because what Turf is really about is great local independent hospitality. And we want to show the people of Cheltenham what a great place they live in and how much choice there is around this. So we've stopped it, not that we were necessarily competing with each other, but now we're working really closely, and we don't see one of our cafes or one of our restaurants or one of our pubs as being in direct competition with the other. We just feel that we all add to the whole, and providing we offer the Cheltenham consumer something fabulous, then they'll visit all of us at different times. And yeah, so it's worked really well.
I think personally, I'd love to see this kind of thing rolled out all over the country. I think it's absolutely wonderful, all the different stories I'm hearing from you guys. Last question: what's been the biggest thing you've learned this past year?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would probably say that be clear about what you offer. Keep it simple. I think probably before lockdown, I was trying to do too many things, try and be all things to all people. So whether it's about having a slightly smaller menu, it's not having such long opening hours, it's about being the best at what you do and really focusing on that, because I think that's what the customer comes for. They're not coming because you offer 20 or 30 different things. They're coming because you offer one or two really great things.
David Orme from The Find, really great to talk to you. Thanks ever so much, and all the very best.
Right. Bye.